Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
And Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning instrumental.
Are you ready?
Ready, set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Blow your mind.
Why you do that? Like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and Emmett.
me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet. Every day I work my
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taking it about the 16. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Hurry, hurry! Crunch! Real. 53 at the mic.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's just me and you. Hey! Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, Roy 33. King. Hey.
Second and 11 now. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact. Down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Alpha.
That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. They run for it with Hunt, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flush to his right. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Check 53's Mike. We got it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And this one is no good. He missed it, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Me and you, regular. I'm coming after you. Check 24.
X3, 218, chop. I got him.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
180.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was it. Interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A first down carry now for Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop. Will be the last play of the quarter. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he went backwards.
He'll be because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, team 6.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Perkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Scooby Wright coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Well, that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing to start the drive. Perkins on the screen. This is Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes
24-25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Jackson completes it to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On the ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This quarterback now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Check, 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 check.
Go, 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 go.
Check, 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 check. Check,
Go out.
On second down now. It's Coleman. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Exit. 48, let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ronald Blair in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
Yep.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that side has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Set, ready, 90, wolf.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Right, sweetheart. Hey, switch gears.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, Echo. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will,
and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Second and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Get a nice lead, you should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Perkins. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Perkins. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
You.
Ready, go.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. I'm here all day.
Smooth.
Switch.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, open man, here's Foster. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They run again with Hunt. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Hey, Wahoo! Ready?
Operating from the gun. Perkins. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm going to run you off.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Check tight end, check tight.
General West, come, get it.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on second down, Perkins. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Perkins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Patrick Owasor. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch the
Go. Hey, high 7.
Check 33. 33. I got you. I got you. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike.
From the gun, Perkins. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Ready, set.
The Browns drive about to get started. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Let's go right here. Mike 53.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
On the double.
53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Know your job.
Yo, go, go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a basic.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sideline.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is?
Yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
We go! 10 Lobos.
53's mine. Here we go, here we go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's caught by Coleman. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Jackson now. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Let's see what you got. Hit it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.